Hello, this is Manesh Patel from the EII Capital Group. Today is August 15th, 2010. We're going to do another weekly video on the commodity futures this week to follow up from the one we did last week. Reason why commodity futures are trending pretty well. Let's go do our normal disclaimer. This is for educational purpose only. All charts are in Thinkorswim or TradeStation. Here are my contact details. If you have any questions, you could contact us at the website. Okay, so let's go straight into our charts. Let's go look at wheat. That's probably the strongest one. Um, you could see that it was trending. We basically put on Twitter, be careful, because if you didn't get in at the very beginning of the run, you didn't want to get in way up there. You had to wait for a pullback. Basically, prices sit there and now gone and performed a little pullback. We're not sure if the pullback's over. We won't know until it basically penetrates this Tinkinson or breaks out of this little pattern here. So we're not sure exactly what's going to happen yet. We're just going to be patient and wait for a confirmation that this is a pullback and it's finished pulling back and doesn't have more to go. Remember, this is a big move. This is a minor pullback. The people that do Fibonacci retracements, this is probably around 38.2 or less than that. So, this is a minor pullback. So this is still, if you're an Elliott wave person, this is 1 to 2 right there. Oops. Let's just draw a trend line right there. If you're an LA wave person, this is basically 1 to 2 right there. This is 2 to 3. You can't tell if this is 4 yet. Okay, and so you have to wait and see exactly what's happened. To me, typically a 4 is not going to happen unless it gets to the Cajunson, test that, and goes below it. So I look for a price to close below the Cajunson before a LA wave 4 is formed, and it does a 5 to retest this high, and then does an ABC pattern. That's for the people that believe in Elliott wave. That kind of shows you how Elliott wave relates to Ichimoku. Okay, so that's wheat. Let's go look at soy. Soy is slowly breaking out. You can see we draw these levels here. It's slowly breaking out, but this does look really, really good. Especially if it breaks this level here. I think soy's got a possibility of going higher to that next level here, which is about 1069. Let's just go through some of these futures. I think last week we looked at bonds, 30-year Treasury bonds futures. We basically said it was trending, and even on Twitter we basically said it's about breaking out. So it is breaking out. It's looking good there. We're not, even though Tinkinson now is pointing up, there's a little distance that's starting to be created from the Tinkinson to price. So be very careful there. Because it could sit there and pull back, and then that pullback could lead to something. So we're not sure. The levels that we're looking for on the 30-year bond futures are, whoops, my drawing tool is gone. Here's one level right here. We're very, very close to it. Or you could even put a little lower right there. Let's get rid of this guy right there. So that's one level right there. If it breaks that, then the levels that for the 30-year Treasury bond are going to be over here. So we just got to wait and see. These are weekly time frame levels, so they're pretty big resistance levels. But we just got to wait and see what's going to happen in daily. But it is looking really good to see moving forward as a trend. Let's go look at some other futures. Go look at corn. Corn basically did break out this little bar right here. Got all the bulls in, then it came back, did a little pullback. It's right now right back at that resistance level here. So again, if it breaks it here, there's a high chance it's going to go higher, and look for corn prices to keep on going. If you look, this is our weekly level that we had put in before, which is at 454. That was our target for where it's supposed to go. But we were cautious last week. Reason why is Tinkinson has not followed price at all yet. If it breaks this level here, then there's a high possibility that Tinkinson is going to start moving up. Let's go look at crude oil. I think everyone loves crude oil. So let's go look at crude oil. Crude oil, you could see from the weekly time frame, It didn't quite come up here and retest this at all. Fell short for GAN theorists. This is probably like a lower high. So a lot of GAN theorists, basically this is a opportunity here of this thing going lower. I wouldn't basically play this going bearish at all right now because there's no confirmation at all. In fact, if you look at the daily time frame, there's conflict all over the place, and most people, if they draw trend lines, they're going to draw a channel trend line that's still going up right now, a regression line pretty much here, still going up, which is showing you from here to here. Whoops. I can't draw the regression lines, but basically from here to here, and then from here to here. So those are your regression lines there. Actually, there's a regression channel. That's what I was looking for. And a little wider. So really, there's no confirmation at all for crude oil right now, or any trades at all there. So let's go and keep on moving. Let's go look at cocoa futures. Cocoa futures is basically consolidating. As you can see from the daily time frames, go look at the weekly, and weekly looks like it's about to break through the cloud below. So this is a alert where we're looking for it to go bearish, and I definitely will sit there and just maybe put an alert right here, so that we'll get signaled right before a breakout occurs on the alert. So we got alert there, and just in case, we'll put a bullish alert too if it starts breaking out to the higher side. So we're going to basically move there, and so that's that on the cocoa. Let's see what. Oh, I remember coffee. Where's coffee? Coffee. We'll look at gold in just a moment. No, my luck, I can't find coffee. Oh, oats. Quickly go for oats. You could see the same thing as the other other commodities. Basically broke the resistance, came back, supported. Now if it sits there and breaks this level here, sorry, right here, I can't even draw today. Breaks this level here, it's a high probability of going higher. You could see, and it's getting for our target levels that we drew out a week ago. Before we go there, let's go to gold futures. Gold right now, nothing at gold. We got to our 1219 level, which is a major resistance that we defined. So I gotta wait and see what happens on a weekly time frame. Daily, we are looking here. It's setting up really good to sit there and go. But we gotta wait and see, wait for price to come out of the daily cloud before we start looking at triggering a trade on this one. Remember, I mentioned to you a seasonal trend is September 1st. So right around September 1st, this thing does start to fly. My guess is it's going to come up to here, probably around 1237, or right around here, 1224. Stall, pull back a little, and then take off. It should take off right when this future cloud basically is converted into a bullish scenario. And lastly, we're going to go find coffee futures. Here we go. Coffee futures are really erratic right now. You could see that basically it's broke through the resistance, came back, turned that resistance into support, and now going to retest this. However, there's no confirmation that this thing's going to continue at all. We've got to basically wait for it to get higher. I'm going to go ahead and place a bullish alert on this guy. So when it does break that, we could sit there and inform you on Twitter. And you could go look at the commodity futures for that one. But it does look good, but we just don't know how far this thing's going to go. It has really drastically moved up a lot. So the question is, how much more momentum is there in this guy? Again, here are my contact details. If you have any questions, please contact us at one of our websites from EII Capital.